15 updates we might see in Fortnite Season 2. On March 4th, The Batman took over theaters, and while we already have a few variants in Fortnite, another one might just be right around the corner. Fans are expecting a Robert Pattinson Batman variant in Season 2, and while it hasn't been confirmed, the timing is perfect for a Battle Pass collab, especially if Fortnite paired it with a skin of the Riddler. Gotham City as a theme Tilted Towers was an incredible experience, but Fortnite could go even further with this collab. I mean, imagine the actual Batcave as a POI. Or to go even further, we could also have a fully functioning Batmobile on the map, which has the potential to be one of the fastest cars ever added to the game. I mean, even if we get half these things in Season 2, I'm sure the fans will go wild, and the same can be said for an Obi-Wan Kenobi collab. It's not just the Batman taking over the internet, because there's a ton of hype this week circulating around the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi show on Disney+. It drops in May, and we're all expecting Fortnite to do a new collaboration with Star Wars like an Obi-Wan skin. We actually brought his Clone Wars model into Fortnite, and while Obi-Wan's actual skin will look very different, it's still cool to see the potential of where this collab could go, possibly even the dark side. Forget Kylo Ren, imagine Darth Vader himself in Fortnite. He's gonna appear in the new show as a main character, which means the chances of him arriving in Season 2 are massive. And it doesn't have to stop there. We could even get some more Star Wars themed POIs on the map as soon as a few weeks. It is so cool to see the Battle of Endor reimagined in the game, but with Donald Mustard teasing AT-ATs on his Instagram, could we be getting drivable ones? The feeling of seeing a huge walker just storming down the map, it would be amazing, but I wouldn't count on them getting you out of the storm. And that's without even talking about the Doctor Strange and Moon Knight collab. At the end of this month, Moon Knight will be dropping on Disney+, and it almost seems inevitable that Fortnite will be doing a collaboration with him. His outfit is so unique, it'd almost be a waste not to bring him into the game. I mean, we've already seen how Fortnite handles characters like Taskmaster or Green Goblin, so there's no excuse if they don't get Moon Knight in here too. What has everyone scratching their heads is why Fortnite doesn't have Doctor Strange yet. He's one of the most crucial characters in the entire MCU right now, and with his movie dropping in May, it looks like the pieces may finally be fitting into place. He would look amazing as a Fortnite skin, especially his cape as a glider. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want this? Another skin that has a high chance of dropping next season is Morbius. His movie also releases at the end of this month, and with leaks and rumors hinting at a collab, Season 2 is looking great for all types of Marvel crossovers. And while there's so much that could be added, sometimes great things get removed, and that's why we want to keep the Spider-Man mythic. This is one of the most fun items that Fortnite has added in a long time, and it's by far the community's favorite collab mythic in the game. It's not often that a new season comes around and people are begging for Epic to keep an item, but that is exactly what's happening right now with the Web Slingers. Without a doubt, they are going to disappear once Season 2 begins, simply because it's a crossover item. So if Epic were to make it an original mythic, this thing could be around as long as they want. For example, turning Spider-Man web shooters into something like sticky hand toys would be awesome. If we're lucky enough, Season 2 might just be saved after all. And moving to something that's actually been confirmed by Epic Games is a Peacemaker collab. Last month, the Peacemaker show launched on HBO Max, and Donald Mustard and John Cena teased that he might be coming to Fortnite. So we brought the Peacemaker onto the Fortnite island, and I gotta say, even though he's a gigantic walking target with the red shirt, I'd still buy him in the item shop. Here he is in the locker, and while I'd hope the real skin will look a little bit more like John Cena, it got me thinking, why don't we have a John Cena icon skin already? Donald, this is day one of me asking for a John Cena skin. Please, let's make this happen. And another collab that could have more stuff built onto it is Halo. We already have Master Chief in Fortnite and even a red vs blue LTM, but it could have been so much more, and with the Halo TV show right around the corner, maybe it wouldn't hurt to get some extra Halo content in Season 2. We would love to see an energy sword in the game, whether it's a pickaxe or an actual mythic weapon. It would be incredible either way. And don't stop there, because Halo isn't just guns and swords, it also has some insanely iconic vehicles. Fortnite would be so fun if we could drive around in the Ghost next season. Leakers have even said that Season 2 will give us a vehicle with a mounted turret. Maybe that could be the Warthog. But now it's time to talk about what could ruin Season 2. We've had a decent amount of mobility in Chapter 3, especially thanks to the Spider-Man Mythics and Klombo. But those guys might not be around for much longer, which is why if we don't get new and original ways to get around the map, there will be gigantic problems. We've had a leaked Saddler item in the files for months, which would allow us to ride any type of wildlife that we want, except it never arrived. Think about it, rideable wildlife would be awesome in Season 2. And as for actual vehicles, something as simple as a motorcycle has been missing from Fortnite for years. Despite having helicopters, boats, and cars, we still don't have bikes, so maybe Season 2 could fix that. And if we can't get those, we at least want to see a Lord of the Rings crossover. Fortnite has a pattern of taking inspiration for their seasons from pop culture, like the final showdown being inspired by films like Pacific Rim or Godzilla, or the Spire being a reference to Sauron's Dark Tower from Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings show is releasing in September, and while we might be in Season 3 or even 4 by then, we'd still love to see some type of Sauron Tower POI on the island. There's also a game called Lord of the Rings Golem that's releasing this year, and to celebrate that, how about a Golem skin in Fortnite? As you can see, we came up with a concept for what it would look like, and it's pretty hilarious to see Golem cranking 90s, I'm not gonna lie. This is why it would be so cool to get this officially in the game. But something that's confirmed for next season though is the Back to the Future collab. At the end of January, Donald Mustard tweeted some really cryptic stuff and went on to tease Back to the Future. We all assumed this meant a collab was on the way, and here we are at the end of Season 1 where it's currently nowhere to be found. So if we get this crossover in Season 2, the first thing that comes to mind will be a DeLorean in-game. We've had crossover vehicles before like the Ferrari, so a DeLorean would just be amazing, especially if it could fly like the one in Grand Theft Auto. We could also get the return of the Driftboard, but this time it would be themed around the hoverboards from the movie. The original hoverboards in Save the World were completely inspired from Back to the Future, so why not port them over? And now it's time we talk about Fortnite's exotic weapons problem. There hasn't been a single new exotic in Chapter 3 so far, with the only things available being recycled ones from last season. There have been suggestions like an exotic rush LTM, where every single weapon in the game is exotic rarity, which would be interesting. But it's about time we get something new. I mean, imagine a hack flare that marks enemies but also like glitches their screen. Epic Gamer Scar created this concept, and a weapon like this would really shake up the meta in Season 2. But now we move to the biggest and most requested thing in all of Chapter 3 to date, the final Spider-Man collab skins. It's safe to say Fortnite Spider-Man was huge. First, we had the comic book version in the Battle Pass, and then the No Way Home version dropped just a couple weeks later. Now, it broke the internet for a while, but what would truly blow up social media would be if Epic took things even further. The entire Fortnite community is begging to see 3 more Spider-Men added to the game, and if you guessed it, you probably want them in too. First, we have Miles Morales, who's quickly becoming a fan-favorite Spider-Man. If we have MJ and Green Goblin, why isn't Miles in yet? Across the Spider-Verse drops on October 7th, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. As for the other Spideys, well, we have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, who blew us all away when they returned to the screen in No Way Home last year. So despite us getting Tom Holland's version from the movie, we never got Tobey and Andrew. I mean, come on, Epic, how cool would it be to have every version of these guys pointing at each other in-game? That'd be a dream come true. And that brings us to our next suggestion. Fortnite added the Maya skin in Chapter 2, which is one of the first ever customizable skins in the game. They've also done bonus ones like the superhero outfits, the Build Umbrella, and the Banner Brigade set. But Season 2 needs to give us more. I'd love to have ways to build our own pickaxes or gliders, and why not go further? For years, we've been waiting to see the release of weapon charms, hats, custom battle buses, and the only thing we've gotten are music packs. We've also had so many unforgettable items that we haven't been able to use since Chapter 3 began, and if Season 2 could just bring back a handful, it would be incredible. Everyone misses the classics like the pump shotgun, even the Scar. These are some of the most iconic weapons ever, and the same goes for the heavy sniper, or even the simple bolt action. I mean, I miss being able to get that one-shot snipe. They could even bring back some old vehicles like the Ballers or the Driftboards, and that would be perfect for the Chapter 3 map. I mean, imagine swinging around the Foundation statue in a Baller. Comment your own wishlist down below. It's been Tommy, Cupid here on Top 5 Gaming.